describe right now the kind of emotions you were going through during those 3 balls in particular?
Yeah, I think it was hard to take in at the time. The crowd started to build up, obviously, and get behind me. And yeah, I don't know, it's just been an amazing day. It's just obviously good to be back in the team and playing again. And yeah, it's just good to do something for the boys out there.
The atmosphere that was generated then, was that different from any other atmosphere you felt in the cricket ground during your career?
I think we always at times get a bit of support. It's definitely better than playing overseas, that's for sure. But no, yeah, it was good. It's obviously we've copped a bit of slack, so it was good just to get the crowd behind us and perform well for Australia, and obviously start the series on a high.
Well, mate, can you talk us through the hat-trick ball, like from the top of your mark, basically through to the end of video replay?
Yeah, I think walking back, I felt comfortable. I didn't really worry me too much about being a hat-trick ball, but yeah, obviously when I got back to the top of the mark and the crowd obviously started to get behind me and it started roaring, it was very loud out there, and it definitely did pump me up. And just really wanted to charge in, bowl fast, and obviously try and hit the top of off, and that the execution wasn't quite there, but yeah, to obviously get him on the full, yeah, with a little bit of shape. It's yeah, obviously a dream ball, and yeah, one that I definitely remember for a long time.
Pete, there's obviously plenty of doubters when you were chosen ahead of Bollinger. It must feel good to prove them wrong.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's it's been out of the game for so long. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about that kind of stuff, and I just knew that if I just did everything right, did everything I could do, to obviously get back on the park, work hard, and that's all I could control. And obviously got the opportunity to play again here, and I knew that if I could just do something for the team and obviously be patient and consistent, and things that happened sometimes throughout this series, whether it was me, Doug, Hilf, Mitch, whoever's playing in the side, and yeah, I was lucky enough to be mine today. But no, the boys bowl well today. We bowl good as a team, and that's what we want to be. We want to be the best attack, and that's what we want to try and produce.
Ben, I know you said a few weeks ago you trained fairly with the Carlton Footy Club, sort of in the off-season, just getting you back. What was that like? And sort of reference to us through, we had a lot of long hard days with getting the body back.
Yeah, it was just yeah, obviously it was disappointing to get the injury last year, and there's plenty of things that I knew that I'd probably taken for granted. I probably hadn't worked hard enough for the rigours of Test cricket. My body wasn't in a good shape, and I knew there's things I had to do to change, and obviously to get back and be a big part of the side. And you look at Mitchell Johnson; he's in good shape. He's played consistent cricket for the last 4 years, and he's never injured. So that showed me one thing, that I knew I had to work hard and get the body right, get everything right, and sort of push to be a competitive Test cricketer. And yeah, I spent a good 3 months at Carlton Football Club. It was a good opportunity, and just to see the way that those AFL boys go about it, how professional they are, and I knew that I obviously had to improve that in that area. And yeah, I was grateful for the opportunity that they gave me, and yeah, I cherished every moment of it there. I got some good friends out of it, and yeah, definitely very thankful for their support.
How do you see the balance of power going into day 2, Peter?
Yeah, it's a tight game. It was good to finish the night none down, and that's what we wanted to do. So obviously there's still plenty of time left in this match, 4 days to go, and yeah, I guess tomorrow morning is going to be the crucial time. Work hard that first hour, obviously see the new ball off, and see where we can go from there. Anything can happen, and yeah, it's going to be tough times. It's always tough up here early to start, so it's yeah, as long as they can work hard and dig in, I think yeah, it definitely can set us up for a good position.
Ricky was saying yesterday how he wanted you guys to tap into the emotions you felt when you lost the Ashes last summer. I guess for you, being out of the side for so long, you probably had longer to dwell on that. I mean, how big a driving force was that going into today's game?
Oh, I think it's a massive part of it. You never want to lose any game, let alone the Ashes. And yeah, obviously I can remember it now, the last wicket fall in the Oval Test, and going out in the field for the presentations and all that type of thing, and seeing the boys go up onto the stand and yahooing and cheering and getting handed the urn. You know, that's something you don't want to see, and it's definitely something we don't want to see again. So it was definitely played a big part, and yeah, it's obviously it's a good start at the moment, but there's still plenty of cricket to play. It's still 24 days to go, and anything can happen at that time.
Peter, talk us through that moment where you've got the hat-trick, fingers gone up, and then Stuart Broad's given it that one. Did you get a sinking feeling? Did you think you had him? What were the emotions? It was like time stood still for a minute or so there.
Yeah, it was obviously there to see the finger go up very quickly. It was all that was pleasing, and then all the boys come charging in, and yeah, Stuart was still there, so I sort of thought that he was gonna call for it, and but no, you hit him on the full. You're pretty confident that most of the time it's pretty much in line. So I was pretty confident that I was safe. The boys all were backing me up, so it was but it was a little bit of a wait, and just to think, oh, I hope they don't give it not out now. It was going to be disappointing, but once that I got all cleared and they showed that it was done, it was it did bring a big smile to my face, and obviously it's just good to get another wicket for the team.
Greg. Since Australia's last Ashes hat-trick before today was Warnie in '94 when you were a 10-year-old. Do you have any recollection of that? And have you always been a cricket fan as a kid, and has Warnie played any inspirational role for you?
Yeah, I think Warnie's probably played an inspirational role for everyone to play cricket. But no, I think I was probably in the backyard, I reckon. Backyard, probably trying to impersonate him, thinking I was a leg spinner and trying to take my own hat-trick against my brother. But no, I think, it's sort of hard to take in at the moment. There's a few Victorians that are taking hat-tricks in Test cricket as well, and to be up alongside them, it's just it's a big honour. But I think just to be back wearing the baggy green, I think that's the big honour. And it's still, like I said, there's still plenty of time to go, and there's still a lot of work to be done, so I can't rest there.
Jesse, you didn't spend a lot of time in first-class cricket before you got your Test call-up, but in the time you were with Victoria, how much influence on your bowling did David Sager have?
Yeah, he's played a massive part in my development, and I've spent a lot of time with him before I played Test cricket. As I was growing up as a young 15, 16-year-old, I got the opportunity to start hearing from him and doing a bit of coaching with him then, and he's been a great supporter of my cricket. He's a great coach, and it's always disappointing to see him in the opposition colours, that's for sure. But I still stay in contact. He's still a great person to listen to, and hopefully one day he can be back behind us.
England were in quite a strong position in the afternoon. Did you think the wicket of Peterson was particularly important?
Yeah, it definitely was. Any wicket's important, but we knew if we could be a bit more consistent, a bit more patient once we come out after the break, and really just time down for a little while, that we could obviously get a few wickets quickly, and that was the plan. We got a couple, and then obviously it was a long break again before we got the wickets. But that's the way, I think, on this wicket. You got to obviously be patient, bowl the right length, and just and keep working hard. And when we stuck to that, it showed that we could get the wickets quickly and we could get the breakthrough. So it definitely something for the next innings for sure.
After what's happened 4 years ago and sort of recent past, how important was that first wicket in the third over the day? Everyone's expecting that to set the tone. What was the sort of feeling amongst you guys to get it so early?
Yeah, that was a plan for us. Whatever we did, bat or ball, we wanted to start well. The first 5 overs, obviously, dig in, work hard, and hope something happens for us. And to start off like that, obviously you want to target the captain whenever, and to get him first up for a duck, that's a great way to start. Obviously, he was a key player in the last series, and he's the one we really wanted to get. And to get him first up like that was a great start by Hilf, and just to continue on with obviously the consistent cricket, and that it's paid off at the end of the day.
Jamie?
Peter, today's performance by you, was that erase perhaps some doubt that you had in 10 months leading up to this moment?
I don't think there was any doubt. I think it was just a matter of, I knew if I could work hard enough, that I'd been there, I'd played, I'd gone through the ups and downs. I knew if I worked hard enough and got everything right, that I could come back a better cricketer, and I've done that. I've obviously worked as much as I could. I got myself in the best position I could to come back and play, and now I just want to be a part of the side. I just want to contribute as much as I can. I know every day is definitely not going to be like this. That's for sure. I've played enough games now to know that, and but I've got to take the most of it now. But I know that obviously from now on that it's going to be hard work. I've got to dig in, and hopefully it's me again. But if not, hopefully I can obviously play a role that the boys did today, and I can be the one helping out Hilfy or Mitch or whoever it is that obviously to get those wickets and perform well.
Jesse? Most of the commentary in the layout of the test suggested that you were only playing because Dougie was injured. Do people have forgotten that before you got hurt, you were actually the emerging young player of the year in the world?
Yeah, I guess that does come up, but I've been out of the game for a while, and I knew that myself. I knew that I had to. There was a lot of players who ever come in the time, whether it was Dougie, it was Ryan Harris, Hilfy. In the last year, they've all performed very well for Australia. They've done very well, and I just knew that whenever I got my opportunity again, whenever it might be, whether it was this game or the next or 6 months' time, that I knew I had to just do what I could, and that's obviously all I could do is just take the ball in my hand and go out there and just bowl consistent. And I was lucky enough today to get the wickets, but there's still a lot of hard work to be done, and that's all I want to do. I just want to be out there with the baggy green on and bowling consistent cricket, being amongst the boys, being out there with the boys, and obviously winning cricket matches, and that's what we're out there to do.
Can you think of any better day to spend for a birthday than today?
I said this earlier. I said I don't want to feel mean to parents and friends and that have given me presents all over all the years, but I think that's definitely going to be one of the best birthday presents, I should say, that I'm ever going to get. So it's just an amazing feeling, and I guess it's going to sink in a bit more over the next few days.
What do you think was a par total? A par total, what would that have been?
I don't know. I guess any obviously bowling them out for our sake and keeping them under 300 is going to be a perfect day for us, I think. And then obviously doing that at the start and then going out there with the bat and being none down is probably the best position we could have been in. Obviously we did everything we could, and it's going to tell over the next few days how the weather holds up and what happens with the wicket. But I think 10 wickets in a day and none down at the end of it, that's probably going to be a good position.
Was it a conscious decision to start pitching fuller the way you did when you had the success?
Yeah, I think it's always been a decision for me that on these type of wickets I do have to get a bit fuller than I normally bowl. My length's a little bit shorter than most, and so I knew I had to change something here. And I was lucky enough that they come out well. It's been working for me in the Shield games, bowling that fuller length, and that's what I knew I had to produce up here. And I was lucky enough today to have a bit of success, and it does show that when I do it, that it can happen. So it's definitely a lot of confidence for myself that I can do it.
How much of a psychological blow do you think you struck today as a team?
I don't know. It's hard to say. We're very confident, and we've done it. We've done everything we wanted to do. That's how we wanted to start out the Test match. Get that early breakthrough. Captain, that probably added to it as a bonus, and then to go from there and finish the day the way we did. I think that's the start we wanted. That's the start we wanted to show everyone how we're going to play, and we're definitely not going to change that throughout the rest of the series.
I'd love to know how many messages are on your mobile. Have you checked it?
No, I haven't checked it yet. Just doing the standard stuff, recovery, and just getting everything right. It was still a lot more cricket for me to be done in the rest of this match. But I will check it when I get back. But no doubt there'll be a few on there.
So what was Ricky's message to once you got back in the dressing room? What did he say to you? Good job, well done. What was the message he said to the players?
I actually missed it a little bit. I had to do a bit of media with Channel 9, so I missed that bit. But no, it's going to be the same as any. When you obviously the batters, it's a tough time for them. They have to go out there for whatever it was, 6, 7, 8 overs or whatever, and they do have to knuckle in. It is hard. The light's fading a little bit, and it is tough time. So it would have been just obviously well done on the day, but it's only like I said, day one with 24 to go. So it's only a day at a time, and the boys did well. They knuckled in at the end there, finished it off, and it's going to be a big start tomorrow morning.
Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, cheers, guys.